What is up, guys? Sketchy here, coming at you with the 22nd episode of Sketchy Unscripted. It has been a while since I've done one of these, and because of that, we are backed up. So let's look at the comics that are coming out in January, February, and March of 2016. Let's start off with the Friends Forever issues. In January, we have issue number 24, starring Rarity and Gilda. Rarity has found a very difficult client in the form of Gilda the Griffin. Gilda demands the perfect uniform for a new sports team in Griffinstone. Rarity travels to the desolate kingdom and realizes there is more than fashion to be accomplished in the home of the Griffins. Rarity seems to get paired up with some interesting characters in the Friends Forever series. I mean, last time we got the Cakes, and then before that we had Babs, and then of course we had the holy pair, Rarajack. So I'm looking forward to this. I have yet to see an issue of Friends Forever featuring Rarity that I didn't like, although for some reason a lot of people didn't like issue number 19, but whatever. The writer for this issue is Georgia Ball, and the last thing she wrote for the comics was Celestia's Micro way back in 2013, so I'm wondering how she's going to do here. And then the artist is Jay Fosgit, and I don't need to repeat myself, you guys already know how I feel about his art style, but if the story is good, I'm willing to put my grievances aside. Next, in February, we're going to have issue number 25, starring Twilight and Rainbow Dash. Rainbow Dash wakes up to discover that her wings have vanished. It's up to the relatively newly winged Twilight to help her friend find out the source of this mysterious occurrence. This story definitely sounds weird, to say the least. The duo that we have behind this issue is Barbara Randall Kessel as the writer and Brenda Hickey as the artist. Now, these two worked together previously on issue number 12, which starred Twilight and Pinkie Pie, and I didn't really like that one despite how beautiful the art was. So, out of all the Friends Forever issues I'm going to be talking about today, this one is the most iffy to me. I'm really not sure how this one is going to turn out, but let's hope for the best. Finally, in March, we have issue number 26, starring Prince Blue Blood and Shining Armor. Interesting pair already. Shining Armor will have his hands full when Prince Blue Blood gets involved in a sensitive diplomatic mission. Will Shining Armor be able to make use of the prince's unique talents? He has talents? Who knew? But all jokes aside, I'm really looking forward to this one because, first of all, Shining Armor is being paired up with someone other than his sister and his wife. So that's already a plus for me because I like to see how he interacts with other characters. And I don't know why I never even considered thinking about this being a thing. Shining Armor and Prince Blue Blood. Like, it's, now that it's been announced, it's so obvious and I feel so stupid for not thinking about it. Judging from the cover, it also seems that the Yaks are going to be involved in some way, so that's going to be pretty dope as well. The writer for this issue is going to be Jeremy Whitley, who did Friends Forever number 20, which is one of the best Friends Forever issues, and the artist is going to be Tony Fleeks, and I kind of have a love-hate relationship with his art style because when he's good, he is good. When he's not good, he is not good. Like, the opposite ends of the spectrum are Fiendship number 2 on the good side, and then Night of the Living Apples on the bad side. So hopefully this would be on the positive end of the spectrum as far as art goes, but we'll just have to see. So now, moving on to the main series. The main series did not have a very good run in 2015. Siege of the Crystal Empire was the last hope, and unfortunately, it did not do that well, especially with that ending, but that's another topic for another day. We need a palate cleanser for 2016. So let's look at what we got lined up for the first 3 months. In January and February, we'll have issues number 38 and 39, a two-part arc called Don't You Forget About Us. The Cutie Mark Crusaders hit the great outdoors with their class. When a small group becomes stranded in the wilderness, it'll take ingenuity and teamwork to make it back to safety. Judging from the cover, in addition to the CMC, we'll also have Diamond Tiara, Silver Spoon, Snips, and Snails. I'm sure the first thing on everyone's minds is, will the Cutie Mark Crusaders have their cutie marks in this arc? And I highly doubt it, because the comics and the TV show are not on the same production schedule. For example, let's look back at 2013 when Twilight got her wings in February when the season 3 finale aired. The comics didn't show Twilight as an alicorn until the pirate arc, which wasn't until November. So that's a whole 9-month gap. It's safe to say that it's going to be a couple months before we see the CMC with their marks in the comics. Likewise, I doubt that Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon are going to be nice to the CMC because, again, different production schedules. But I'm honestly not sure what to think of this, especially seeing who's going to be doing the writing and the art. The writing is going to be handled by Tom Zoller, who did issue number 1 of the micro series and Night of the Living Apples. Yeah, already not a very promising start. And then the art is going to be done by Agnes Garboska, which is like so-so for me. So I'm not really walking into this arc with high hopes. In March, however, we are going to have issue number 40. Wow, 40 issues already. This is going to be a standalone issue with Ted Anderson doing the writing and Brenda Hickey doing the art. The untold first meeting of Twilight and baby Spike. Twilight is given her most difficult task yet by Princess Celestia when she is told to take care of a baby dragon who is quite a handful. Will Twilight learn the right lesson in caring for another? Now this is what I'm talking about. Although I'm not sure why this isn't a Friends Forever issue because it's structured exactly like one. It's one issue centered around 2 characters. So I'm just wondering why this is a main series issue and not a Friends Forever issue. But maybe it's for the best for this to be in the main series because at this point the main series needs something good. And from this preview, it looks like it could be good. It's written by Ted Anderson, who's done some decent stories, and the art's being done by Brenda Hickey, who's my second favorite artist on the IDW staff. So if you ask me, March 2016 is the month to look out for. So far, 2016 looks like it'll have an interesting start to say the least. 3 out of the 5 stories that are coming out seem really interesting, and who knows, maybe the 2 that I'm not looking forward to will end up surprising me. But what do you guys think? In the comments below, let me know which comics you guys are looking forward to the most. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Unscripted, and until next time, keep it sketchy, folks.